My name is Debbie Marie Arambula, and I'm a professional artist, and I painted Kiss of Peace in honor of 9/11. It's a reverse glass painting. It's an ancient technique that dates back to the 10th century. There's only a few artists in the world that do it. I painted everything backwards on an 8-foot by 4-foot piece of plexiglass. What inspired me to paint this piece was on 9/11, when the whole world was crying. I was a bit in shock when I looked at the TV. I actually at first didn't think it was real. I thought it was a TV show, and when I realized it was real, it pretty much emotionally impacted me. Like everybody else on the planet, we were all crying that day. Since 9/11, my life has changed drastically to a deeper, more purposeful passion for creating art and getting it out in the world. When I was at the age of 35, I discovered this incredible talent that I had to paint. Although I did create my first piece of art in kindergarten, and it has hearts in it, at the age of 35, I discovered this true passion for creating art and sharing my love with the world on a whole new level. When 9/11 occurred, it was this deeper love to just get it out and get it on a bigger, wider sphere, to just, I don't know, almost like give a hug to the world. So the earth represents all of mankind, and the butterflies that she's blowing out of her mouth represent a life energy, but also every culture and every man. And they also have a representation of my children. I have 3 children and a husband, and so you'll notice in the piece that there's 4 butterflies. And the baby boy is actually my older son, my first child, and I felt that the woman and the man create the future. So that's why I chose a mother and a child, a female and a male, because that's what creates a continuation of the culture. And at the time of 9/11, a lot of my artist friends were creating things with the American flag, but I didn't feel that it was about America. I felt like it was an assault on the world. And so I kept trying to figure out, how do I represent the world? How do I represent every man, every culture, every age, everything? And I created a new world flag. And so I chose gold as the color of the flag because it's purity of thought and energy. For me, that's, gold is closest to light. And then the world is in the center of the flag to represent every culture. At first I was going to do all these different flags, and I did this huge study on different cultures and flags, and then I was like, oh my god, this is going to be too much of a piece, for that. So I chose the New World flag. And then all the energy that's around in the background is all the commotion and the pain and the upset in life. And so she's breathing love and life into the world. I think that people can create peace every day of their life, just by being open to the fact that everybody is experiencing something different in their life every day and every moment. And sometimes when we think we know what's happening in someone else's world, like the guy that cut you off, or the grumpy grocery clerk, or the child that's screaming, or the parent that's overwhelmed. And we can all judge each other so easily, but honestly, you really don't know what's going on in someone else's life. And I think that we can create peace by just really giving a lot of respect and a lot of love and a lot of consideration for others. But really, as a group, we can create peace by just being more friendly and more kind and more understanding to each other. I think that will go a long way.